Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to show you how you turn this iPad or any tablet that you can write on into a virtual whiteboard. My name is Caleb Guilliams. I am the founder of BetterWealth, and we do most of our content and videos around helping people be more intentional, more in control of their money so they can live powerfully and live intentionally. But in this video, I'm going to show you how you can be more intentional and take control over your web meetings so you can be more effective and serve more people. And so what I found is I love whiteboards. If you come over to my house today, you'll probably see 25 plus whiteboards around the house. And that's not an exaggeration. I love whiteboards. I love the ability to draw. And what I found is effective people in the financial service space and in the life insurance space, they also like the ability to draw because they make complicated things simple in the ability to just illustrate that. And if you watch videos on this channel, you'll know that sometimes in my studio, I'll write on my virtual whiteboard. And a lot of you have said, that's really effective. I like how you do that. I also have the honor of coaching over 80 financial advisors and financial professionals ways to scale their business. And one of the ways is taking your practice and getting it virtual, having the ability to market and do sales virtually, but then also having interactions virtually. And one of the things that I was doing is we were walking through the importance of lighting, good audio. And one of the hacks that I shared with them that I've been doing for years is how to turn your iPad or a second device into a whiteboard. And when I shared this, there was so many aha moments, and it was so fun because for the next hour after I sharing that, we started showing people how to do that. And I'm telling you, it was one of the most special things I've ever experienced. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a video on my YouTube channel, just showing people how to do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the big picture. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to go over to my other working space, and I'm going to actually show you how to do that so that you can not only get high level, but then you can actually see me do this. And so this is what I want. This is what I want to say. Number one, this is to help you be more effective. And what I found is there's computers like this, and there's also other laptops like Surface that you can do all in one. So you might be saying, hey, I have a touch screen. I can draw on my laptop. What's the big deal? What I found is number one, if you have the ability to draw a lot of times we have the problem of like you're having the meeting, you're drawing, and your face is like right up into the camera, and your clients or the people that are seeing you are like getting a really good picture of your nose, or you're turning your camera off and they don't get to see that interaction. The epiphany that I had, because I was going to do the Surface because I wanted the ability to draw, the epiphany that I had is it was like, why can't you do the same thing, just have two different devices? So what I'm going to show you is when you are meeting with someone, like I'm in my studio right now, and this is just a more expensive, bigger version of what I'm going to show you. I'm speaking into a 4K camera. I'm also speaking into a microphone. And if I was going to share my screen, I'd be writing here, but speaking to you. What I'm essentially going to share with you is how to take your laptop, and if you have like a Yeti microphone, you can be able to show up, and your camera's on your computer, you're speaking into your microphone, you have that interaction. And if you want to share your screen, you can do that. The hack is how you add a second device, and this example is going to be an iPad because that's what I used before I got the studio. An iPad that I have the ability to write. You're going to use a second device. You're not going to turn on the camera, and you're going to turn the volume all the way down. So it's literally a second device that you can't listen to anything, like no feedback. They can't hear you and they can't see you, but you can share the screen. And so what ends up happening is I have the ability to draw on my iPad, but still be able to speak to you, still have all my audio set up, and the best of both worlds. And also, if one device fails, I'm always on the meeting. And so what you really need to make this work is you need an internet connection. You need some kind of virtual meeting, whether it's Zoom or Google Meet. And it's really going to take your virtual meetings to the next level, especially if you like to draw. And so with that, I'm gonna take you over and show you the walkthrough on how to actually apply this to your life. And this is all I ask. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have other questions around this. And we are continuing to try to grow our subscribers. So if you subscribe to the channel, I would be forever grateful. So with that said, let's go check it out. All right, guys, I'm here, and this is one of the places that I would meet with people. You can see the whiteboards in the background, but all you really need to do a virtual meeting is a laptop or a computer, okay? So I have that. To make this a little bit more special, I have a Yeti microphone, and I also have a ring light. So this is kind of like the bare minimum of how to have a virtual meeting, and I could meet with people, and we could do this. I could share my screen on my computer, and that's what it could be. But here's what can make it more special is taking a tablet and making it a virtual whiteboard. So what I'm doing is, this is an iPad, and what you can see here is I am joining this iPad to this virtual meeting, okay? So I'm actually gonna have two devices instead of one. And instead of joining my video, because I don't necessarily want them to see like my upper face and into my nose, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna join without video. And so what you can see here, I believe I have to admit myself, what you'll see here is I'm coming in with two people. And instead of saying the audio options, what I'm going to hit is cancel, because I don't want to use the internet audio. I don't want to dial in. I'm going to hit cancel. So no one can hear me. This is not a microphone. I can't hear anything, so you don't get like that weird staticky sound. They also can't see me. So you might ask, why would I do this? Well, the reason I would do this if I am meeting with somebody and I'm speaking with them and I'm showing up present, and then I'm saying, let me show you this, and if you were in person, I would whiteboard, using a whiteboard on the back. But what I want to do is I want to walk you through this. I'm going to go over to my iPad, I'm going to hit share content, I'm going to hit share screen, and I'm going to hit start broadcast. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to be in a meeting, and obviously I'm going to go over to something that I can write with. I use OneNote. It's just the thing that I use to write during meetings. You could use whatever, and I can move this over here. It's mobile, and I can speak to a client. Again, speaking right to them. I have my microphone here, and if I want to draw, I would just come over here and I would draw something, and maybe a money sign, couple dollar things coming out, and what you can see is they see it. They see that human being with the dollars and multiple options. They're seeing me speak. The audio's good. And what I'm able to do is I'm able to show up. I'm able to be mobile. Sometimes my iPad, or if I'm sitting down, it's convenient. I'm able to reference the iPad, but I'm also able to speak to them, and they're not necessarily, again, seeing a bad version of me, or I'm not trying to write on my screen. And a lot of times that will mess up the audio. And so this is, again, a simple way to use a tablet as a second device, as a virtual whiteboard. And I'm telling you, if you adopt this mindset, virtual meetings not only become more efficient, but I would even say that they are more effective, and you can get some great content, because all of this can be recorded, and now you're potentially getting some great content in the process of being effective in a meeting.